Hey guys, John here, and welcome back to the Super Awesome Geek Show. Can you guys hear me okay? Let's hope this works. My first time doing live on YouTube here, right from the YouTube app, and hopefully this works out fine. I hope. I hope. I need to put in a thumbnail here real quick. I got one made, so it's only going to take a second. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Blokees, Transformers. We have Defenders Series 3 here. Hopefully everybody can hear me and it's all right. Yeah, okay. I think we got sound. I think we got Blokees. We're not exactly squared up there. How's that? Is that better? That's better. Okay, so what we have here is Defenders Series 3 Heavy Metal War Transformers Blokees. So what I think we're going to do is I'm going to open this. This is a fresh case, a full case. I'm going to open this case up, and we're going to take a look at what we got. And let's see if we get a good pull. We could end up getting a full, a really rare one here. There's a chance to get a one out of 144. And these 1 out of 144s, Dino and I were looking them up earlier, and they can sell for as much as $150. So, not that I'm going to resell it. I'm just saying there's some super rare ones that could be in here that are pretty cool. So we're going to see if we can get something, I don't know, something pretty good, right? And yeah. So what happened was a PR rep for Blokees got a hold of me earlier in the week, and they said, "Do you want to do some of these?" And of course, I was like, "Yeah, that'd be fun." And they let me pick. They were first offering to give me Series 7, and and then they said you could pick any that are currently in stock. So I went for Series 3. And the only reason I chose Series 3 over the new Series 7, I know they wanted me to promote Series 7, but the reason I went for Series 3 is because they have Soundwave and Shockwave in this set. And if I'd rather have those characters than what's current, plus Grimlock's in here, Skywarp. So Jazz, I had Jazz as a kid. My brother loved Skywarp. You know, Soundwave and Shockwave are two of my characters that I buy many versions of. And then who doesn't like Grimlock? You know what I mean? So I was like, there's at least 5 characters in here that I would not be upset if I got, and 3 of the Constructicons in vehicle form. That's kind of cool. I'm interested to see a vehicle form because I haven't seen one of those now. And I haven't seen one of them yet. So it's interesting to me to it's interesting to me to see what those vehicle forms will end up looking like once we build one. So hello to Pod Racing Palpatine. How you doing, Palps? Good to see you. Ghosty, what's up? Darth Muzza, how you doing? Glad you could join us for this. So yeah, Blokees, or some rep at Blokees got a hold of me on Monday, and said, do you want to do a Blokees? You want to do some Blokees? And I said, of course I would love to. Transformers is what I'm into, so if I could make that work. And he said they wanted to promote Series 7, but he said I could pick any that are currently in stock, and gave me some links to look at what was in stock, and they had Series 3. So I said, if you really don't mind me picking anything, I'd rather have Series 3 than Series 7, because Series 3 has Soundwave and Shockwave, which really work out for me, because those are some really good characters that I always I get multiples of those from any... do you guys have Star Wars Blokees in the U.S.? We don't have them in the U.K. Not yet. I have heard rumors that they're going to be doing Star Wars, but even when you go to their website, I don't see Star Wars on it. So I don't know where. I don't know if the Star Wars ones are out. Weren't they going to do a Stormtrooper first, like in Darth Vader or something like that? I heard. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I hope that they do Star Wars, and I hope that they're on their way, because that would be pretty cool. So one thing to look at here, if we flip the box down, there is a different rating for each of these characters. So we could get Autobot Jazz 1 out of 12 boxes, Hot Rod 1 out of 12, Skywarp 1 out of 12, Shattered Glass Optimus Prime 1 out of 12, Optimus Prime Shattered Glass in Robot Mode 1 out of 12, and Grimlock is a 1 out of 24, the normal version. The special Galaxy type Grimlock is 5 out of 144. So he's pretty rare. Silver, that's a silver. And then the gold edition Grimlock is 1 out of 144. And these are special armor type figures. And then if we go to this side, we see that Shockwave is 1 out of 12. Brilliant Megatron, which is a gold colored Megatron, is 1 out of 12. All three of the vehicles for Devastator, Scrapper, Mixmaster, and Long Haul, are all 1 out of 12 in their vehicle modes. Soundwave is already rare enough, a 1 out of 24. And then there's a special Galaxy-type Soundwave with Ravage, 5 out of 144. That's considered their silver rare. And then the gold rare for this version is Soundwave 1 out of 144 that comes with Ravage and Laserbeak. So we're shooting for that. Be happy with this. We're shooting for either of those. Either of these would be cool. But I'd be happy with just the regular Soundwave. So we're going to hope we get at least the regular Soundwave and the regular Shockwave. Getting Skywarp and Jazz would be pretty cool, because Skywarp was one of my brother's favorite characters. And Jazz, I had Jazz as a kid, so wouldn't mind to have him. And who doesn't want a Grimlock, right? That'd be pretty cool. So Hot Rod, Shattered Glass Optimuses, those aren't really on my radar. And the Brilliant Megatron, if I get it, it's cool, but otherwise, you know. But yeah, let's see. All right, we're going to open this up in just a second here to see if what we get. Yeah, this will be a live blind box unboxing to see what we get. First time doing live direct from YouTube Studio. So this is interesting to me. I don't know how this is going to go. Palp says, I've seen Darth Vader, Han, Luke, Stormtrooper. Shoot for the moon, Super John. All right, so they are doing Star Wars Blokees. We just have to wait till they hit the States and the UK, it looks like. All right, so here we go. Can I just tear into this? Is this plastic going to be something I can rip through with a finger? No, I don't have any fingernails. I just cut my nails, so it's like... This is like, rip into them! Rip into it like a... You know, who do we need? We need, what's his name there? So there should be 12 boxes in here. 12 boxes, so. Plus, the other thing is, we haven't seen the size of these yet. Like, if you get a classic series Blockee is almost as tall as a 6-inch figure. Like, I've got a, let's see, let's put a G.I. Joe Snake Eyes next to him. So might be like a 5-inch, 4.5, I don't know, something like that. So this is the classic series, and the Galaxy series was right about coming up to his shoulder. So the Galaxy series was about that tall. And now we have these Defender series, which are supposed to be smaller. They might be like little like that. So let's take a look here. Should be 12 boxes in here. If you were sending this to retail, you could pop this thing open and make it a case box. Oh, they've given us some cards. Let's check this out. So we've got some cards here. 2 of them that are identical. Transformers. Transformers, Blockee Heroes. Yeah, so they look like this. Choose your side. Pretty cool. They're like glittery. They're like foil things. These are pretty cool. So they got one for me and one to give away. Look at that. So who wants a, should we roll for it? Who wants a Transformers card? These are pretty thick too. They're not flimsy. Yeah, we could, I don't know if you're supposed to get 2 every time, but that's cool that we got 2. So if they open these in a store, like Walmart opens this case, who gets those cards? So, case is packed like that. We've got 12 of them in here. Right from the middle. We got 4 of them right from the middle. Defender version 3. Shows them all on the back and how rare they are. No duplicate figures in the package. What? What does that mean? No duplicate figures in the package. Is there more than one in each package? Like, I don't understand what that means. Or do they mean, like, if you buy a whole case, you don't get any duplicates? 9 to 26 pieces. All right. Should we just open the first one? Let's just see what we got. I mean, we're going to open every single one of these, so. We're going to build one of them. I don't know. If they're simple enough, we'll just build them all, but I thought we would just, like, rip them open and look at what we got. Oh, we can't really look at what we got. Oh, Shockwave. So you can just look at what you got based on the card. So we got Shockwave, and then the card tells you how to build them. I'm like excited. This is fun. So Shockwave was one of the ones I wanted, and we pulled him right away. Immediately. Yes. All right, so that looks like all the parts out of the bag, I think. So if we follow these instructions, it says to take this, let's see, there's a back piece of his head and a front piece of his head somewhere in here. Boy, I don't see the front piece of his head. His face should have like an eyeball on it. Oh, here it is. All right, put them together. Boop, 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 boop. Ba-da, ba, ba-da. And then we have the arms, which are... Boy, this is more complicated than I thought. This is an arm, right? I think this is an arm. Okay, this goes on like this. I'm going to be doing that the whole time. Because it's cool, because he's like... All right, so that's the foot. I think that's how the foot goes. And then, do I have it backwards, though? I might have it backwards, though. Oh, I dropped it and lost it forever. These go together. And then we have the arms. Did-it. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. And then we have... What's that piece? There's like a piece that goes somewhere else on the legs. Oh, does this go like this? All right, and then this goes like this. Nope, that's the back. This is his back. That goes like this. I think it goes the other way. Yeah, there we go. And then we have, let's see, this other leg piece. So maybe I won't build all these. This is taking forever, isn't it? It's really boring. But we do want to see what one of them looks like, don't we? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. All right, he's coming together. Whoops. I think I put it on the wrong side here. Wait. I'm putting them on the wrong side here. I'm like going backwards. Okay, so there we go. He's really little. All right, the gun goes in this side. There we go. And the fist goes on this side. And then we got Shockwave. There is Shockwave. Look at that. That's a cool little figure for Shockwave. And he's really small. You should save the rest of them. Yeah, I think we will. Because we know what they are based on the card. So I think we'll just look now. Because now we know what one looks like. And we can compare it to our G.I. Joe figure. And compare it to our other Shockwave. So you can see these are really small compared to them. So they're waist height of a G.I. Joe. These guys are pretty darn small. Inch and a half, maybe 2 inches at the most. It's probably like depending on character, but yeah. Wouldn't it be cool? It's cool that these have like clear glow effects, because wouldn't that be cool if that was like the same way on the big one? Yeah. Because his blaster gun was always like a big blaster thing, so you would think they would have made it clear on every one of them. Now there's this little hose thing. It looks like it might fit in his back here. It says it attaches to the... It can attach to the gun somewhere. So let's see here. Oh, I see. They didn't have to do that, but they did. That's pretty cool. So this little hose goes into his backpack and fits into the gun. And the original 80s toy had that on it. That like provided energy for his energy blaster weapon. And so that's cool that the little one has that. They didn't need to do that, you know what I mean? They could have left it alone. All right. Let's see what else we get here. Boom. 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 We've got tons to open up. So let's see what we end up getting. That one's going to be first because it fell on the ground. Tez! How you doing, Tez? Cedar Stuff. Good to see you. G-Force. Hey, Luke. Any world but ours is here. Luke's here. Good to see you. I think really Blokees really nailed it. I gave him 8 Vader for Christmas and have a couple Stormtroopers to build. Yeah, I don't see them here in the U.S. yet, but I'll keep looking. I can't get into blind boxes. The Blokees Classic are good size, and I can see what I'm getting. Yeah. So the next box we've opened up is Optimus Prime Shattered Glass as a truck. Optimus Prime vehicle Shattered Glass. So we're going to stick those back in. We might build a vehicle at the end. Let's see what we get, though, while we're doing this. Here, we'll put him on a box so we can see him good while we're doing this. Blokees would be perfect for Battle Beasts. Yes, they would. That would be an awesome... This size would be great for Battle Beasts. I would love that, yeah. Battle Beasts, bring them back. Yeah, so these retail at $2.99 or $3.99, depending on where you go. I see them online. Like, there's some good prices for them if you get some of the rare ones. So we'll see. Not that I'm going to sell any of the rare. I mean, it's just funny that, like, every blind box thing you see, some of them end up being crazy money. if you want to buy them outright. And this one is, oh, we got a Grimlock. He's a one of 24. Oh, wait, does it say Special Galaxy Grimlock? We might have got a 5 out of... Special Galaxy type Grimlock, 5 out of 144. No way! Yes! We got a special type Grimlock. This is a 5 out of 144. This is like $100. Woo! That's awesome. So that's probably the special one that we're gonna get out of this pile. So no chance of getting a special. Probably no chance of getting a special. What do you call it? Soundwave at this point. I think that used up our. I think there's only one special per case. So we might be SOL on our specials here. All right, we'll put the unbuilt ones in the back in the case box. That's what we'll do. I don't want to get them mixed up. Okay, here we go. Oh, that was awesome, right? Yeah. Remember that John is 7'9", so these aren't to scale. I can't get into Bill Blokees' class are good. Yeah. Gee, these were sent to me by Blokees themselves. I didn't actually have to get these. So I wasn't picky with what they were sending me, you know. They contacted me the other day, and they wanted to do Series 7, but they said if I didn't want to do that, I could choose from anything that was in stock as far as this Defender class size. So I chose to go with Series 3 because they had Shockwave and they have Shockwave and Soundwave. Scrapper vehicle. So that could be one we want to build later because we do want to see a vehicle form, and Scrapper's one that I wouldn't mind having anyways. Let's see what we get here. Why can't I tear this box open? And this one is... Oh, double cards. Why'd we get double cards? Brilliant Megatron. It's a gold Megatron. Pretty cool. Is there 2 Megatrons in there? Did we accidentally get 2 of everything? That'd be funny. So gold version of Megatron. That's cool. We'll see how that one looks. It's not ultra rare or anything. It's just a special version. If you remember in the cartoons, there was a point where they found a gold lagoon. And Beachcomber, I think, found it. And then the Decepticons followed him and went in there. And they became invincible because they bathed in the gold stuff. And it made them invincible. Mixmaster. The vehicle Mixmaster. So that's where the gold versions come from. Whenever you see a gold version of a Transformer, that's why. Because they were in the cartoon. And of course, the invincibility wore off. The Autobots defeated the Decepticons. And they all had to retreat. Of course, they didn't catch the Decepticons. So they retreated. And the Autobots let them retreat. Sometimes at the end of the show, you'd hear Optimus Prime go, you know, like the guys would be like, we better chase after him. And he'd be like, no, my friends, let them go or whatever. We'll get them next time or something. And it was like, why? Here we go. We got Soundwave. Yes. Soundwave is awesome. Working on my comeback to YouTube. All right, Luke's coming back to YouTube. I was on John's stream, which was fun. Boss just stopped by my office and interrupted YouTube. Oh my gosh, the nerve. Great news, Luke. We've been waiting a long time for you to come back. Yes, we are. Have a few cases of these that I need to open at some point. Oh, Ghost has some of these too. Yeah, so Soundwave is one that we wanted, so we're happy. We got Soundwave, we got Shockwave, we got a Grimlock. We're very happy with this pull so far. My OC does not like that you open these from the bottom. What do you mean? Who opens boxes from the top and ruins the boxes? You open them from the bottom, and then if you want to, you can tuck it all back in. You see, you could tuck it all back in and put the box on display, and it looks just like it was when you, without opening it. So that's why you open from the bottom, so you can display a box if you want to. It doesn't look all crazy and ruined. It doesn't matter, right? Who gives a crap? My OCD's enjoying it. Watch, open it from the bottom. I'll work for you, G-Force. Thanks, Tez and Chris. I miss nerding out with all you guys. Oh, you know, I like your videos too, dude. I'm looking forward to more D&D with you guys. I think that we got to get Chris back in and... All right, this one is... Ooh, we got long haul. So we got all three of the vehicle mode Devastator ones. All three of the Devastator vehicle modes. Which vehicle are we going to build? Long haul or... I think we got to build Scrapper because I had a Scrapper. That was the first one I got when I was a kid. Was Scrapper. Yeah, I had to get the Devastator one at a time. The Constructicons, I got one at a time when I was a kid. We have a Shattered Glass Optimus Prime in robot mode. So we got it, both modes there for Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. Robot mode and vehicle mode. We're getting down to the wire if we're going to get a special Soundwave. We're running out of boxes, but I think we wasted our... Well, not wasted, but we used up our special on Grimlock there. This is Hot Rod. There we go. We got Hot Rod. Hot Rod is okay. He's never been like... I think his car mode is really cool, but as a character, you know, you were kind of like... He's a little arrogant. He's a little like, you know, I don't know. Skywarp, yes. So that's another one. So if that one is Jazz, if that's Jazz, then we'll have gotten all of the ones that we really could have wanted. You know what I mean? Like, so if it's not a special Soundwave, I hope it's Jazz. Yeah, if it's not a special Soundwave, let's hope for Jazz. Okay. So, special Soundwave or Jazz? Come on, let's go. Let's go. Special Soundwave or Jazz? Hot Rod is a hot head. There you go, yeah. I have to go go back and watch the D&D stream. I'll probably do that today while moving boxes. Luke, is it going to be movie related? Yeah, I really enjoyed the D&D. It'll be good to get Ghosty back in the party. The bottom just has legal blurb on it. I would do a stream with some people about cultural relevance of newer IP. To me, Hot Rod wasn't really a hot rod, more like an exotic supercar. Bits of everything, Luke says bits of everything old days, but working on a few things I can include. All right, here we go. The last box that we're opening today. And it's jazz. All right, cool. So we got all the bots we wanted out of this one box. That's cool. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, and a special Grimlock. Wow. So yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better box. I think the only way it would have been better is if that special was a Soundwave instead of a Grimlock, but it's all right. All right, let's put together a vehicle mode one. Let's do Scrapper the vehicle, and we'll see what a vehicle mode one looks like, because we haven't done a vehicle mode one of these yet at all. I haven't seen what a vehicle mode one looks like. I'm curious if they're Hot Wheels sized or if they're smaller. You know, like, you like that ASMR? For all those of you who need box or bag crinkle ASMR. All right, enough of that, right? That was a good ASMR session, wasn't it? All right, let's look at the instructions here. We're going to put the back part together with wheels, the middle with wheels, and then pop it all together. Okay, here we go. So purple part with the pegs facing up, and then we pop the wheels on, and the wheel pegs are facing forward, okay? So pop the wheels on with wheel pegs facing forward. And then it says to put green things on here and on here. All right. Then it says to take this part and put it on this part. Okay. And then we pop wheel tires on here and here. It says to take this part, right? Yeah. It goes this way. And it says to put it on the back of this part, okay? In the holes, okay? There it goes. It says to then take this part and pop it on. So swing these down and then pop this on like so, okay? And then these can swing up. All right. And then it says to take this part and put it in here. I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. Hold on. There we go. All right, I think we got it. And then it says this part has to go on here like this. And there we go. So they do appear to be about Hot Wheels size, and a lot of things move on them. Look at that. We got this thing. This thing moves. The lifter thing, shovel, right? The shovel moves, and those arms still move out. Like, so he almost pseudo transforms, but he doesn't quite. This kind of shows that I think they could make these transform. Because, like, with him, it was just, this became the arms and the hand would pop out. And then you put this back and the head would pop up and these became the legs. You know what I mean? So And I think you flipped them this way, right? So these folded down and became the legs. These were the arms, and then this came back and the head popped up. That's what it was. So you could theoretically make these especially like these guys, they could have been simple Transformers and actually transformed. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. I do have a Hot Wheels. We'll put a Hot Wheels next to it. Here we go. So pretty cool. They are about the same length, about the same width. So yeah, they're pretty darn close to the same size as a Hot Wheels. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, nice. I like them. So what's my take on Transformers Blokees Defender series? I think they're pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with our polls for this time. I think it's been good. We had a fun little stream here, right? No, these are the $2.99 or $3.99 depending on where you go. The $5 ones at Walmart are Galaxy size. Those are more like 3 inches to 3.5 maybe. And then Defender class is the small 2-inch ones. So Defender class is what we have here. These are $2.99 to $3.99 suggested retail. The Galaxy class are the ones you see often as blind boxes at Walmart, and Walmart sells those blind boxes for $4.99, but they're usually retail $7.99 up to $7.99. And then Walmart also has the classic class, which are the 5-inch ones, and those are the ones that are not blind box. You know what you're getting when you buy a classic size. And those are suggested retail actually at $15.99 to $19.99, depending on the character. But currently, Walmart has the classic series for $10.99, so you can get them for only like $10 or $11. And there's like 5 or 6 different ones at Walmart right now for the large size ones. And then they do have a even bigger size Transformer coming out. If you go to the website, there was a larger one that's going to retail around $30, and I think they're going to be more like 8 to 9 inches tall. And they also show that in the classic series, the ones that are 5 inches, they're going to go back and make the animated series version. So I think Megatron is coming first in the animated 80s G1 version. So that's going to be really cool because we've been collecting them from the movies right now, and that's all they've done in the 5-inch or ones from the movies. But a lot of these like 2-inch ones and the 3-inch, 4-inch ones are G1 style, and now they're going to be able to use the G1 animated style in the classic size. So that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, and around Black Friday and the holidays, they did have the classic ones for $5. And just recently, Walmart did a sale where the Galaxy ones, the ones that are usually $4.99 at Walmart, they were only $1.25, $1.24. So yeah, I tried my stores ran out, but I tried to order some online, and I did 3 different orders of them trying to get them, and they all got canceled because when they went in the back room, they couldn't find it anymore. So people who were in store when they marked them to 124 probably just bought everything they had. And I'm online trying to do it, and the orders weren't filling because people in the stores were probably buying them up before they could grab them for the online sales. So I didn't end up getting any. I did 3 different orders trying to get them at $1.24, and I didn't get any of them. They ended up canceling every order and refunding me. So it didn't work out that way. But this worked out pretty good. I'm gonna send this video to Blokees. Well, it was a PR firm. It's not actually. You know how the Hasbro does the same thing where a PR firm reaches out. So I'm going to tell them I enjoyed opening this. I'll show them this video, and hopefully we'll be able to get more blocky Transformers from these guys. Hopefully they think we did well doing this kind of thing. And we were excited enough when we pulled that rare 1 out of 144 or whatever it was. It was a 5 out of 144, right? That's what it was. A 5 out of 144 special edition Galaxy Grimlock. So that's pretty cool. I did see some Vac Metal gold ones at the hobby store that I go to. I still need Starscream. That Starscream's a good one. I got him. I got Starscream, and I got the movie version of Prime, and I got Shockwave. But I still have to put together... I got the movie Soundwave. So these are big. Like, look how big they are. They're quite big. I can't even zoom out enough to make this show up in the screen, but they're pretty big compared to what we got, you know what I mean? So, but there's Transformer 1 Soundwave that I've got to build here. And then I've got the Optimus Prime one. Because again, these were only $10.99 at Walmart, so I grabbed them because I thought they'd be fun builds. And this is the size that they are. So this is the Shockwave from that set, and then the movie Optimus Prime is this one. And I'm not as happy with the movie Optimus. I think he looks like he's lacking something in this area. Like, he doesn't look filled out. It looks very wonky to me, but, you know, whatever. But I've been happy. I was really happy with the Starscream, and I was really happy with this guy so far. So I'm looking forward to building the Soundwave. I think that's going to be cool. He's going to be a good one to have. Yeah. All right, guys, let me know what you think of these Blokees. Like, are you into it? You going to get any, you know? Pulp says they are pretty good. I've enjoyed the builds I've done. The Walmarts that he goes to right now only has Optimus Prime and Bumblebee in Classic. I had to get Megatron, Soundwave, and Shockwave elsewhere. But when he buys them all, they've been around $15. Yeah, yeah. You don't have the fingernails for ASMR. It has to be girls' hands. Is that what you're saying? ASMR only works if you're a girl. That's funny. Yeah, no doubles. No doubles in that case. So buying a whole case, that's what they meant by no doubles in the pack, I think, is because one of the boxes said no doubles in the pack, guaranteed to be no doubles in the pack. I think they meant if you buy a whole case, there's guaranteed to be no doubles. But I had fun with this. So I think they said that if you... I'm trying to remember when I clicked on it, too. I think they said if you go online and try to order a case, they were $35. So 35 for 12 was how it worked out. So, yeah, you know, that's right around, what, $3 each, right? A little less than $3 each. So, yeah, that does work out. So, yeah, the case is usually 35 and you get 12. So, yeah, that's a little less than $3 each. 36 would have been $3 each, right? So, yeah. That's not bad. I mean, getting that many, 12 of these little models for 35, I don't think that's that bad at all, you know? And yeah. I think they had series 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 still in stock when they asked me to pick one, but then I picked 3. So because of Soundwave and Shockwave. Yeah. So anyways, all right. And they do have a way to build a large size Devastator combining all the small. So that if you get the Devastator robots, they do combine in a way to make the large size Devastator. I think there's a combination kit that they sell separately. Or maybe you need the vehicle ones. I don't know, but there's a combination kit that they sell separately, and I think I saw it on their website. And you could get that to connect your Constructicons together to make Devastator using the other. If you got all 6 Constructicon models, you could then buy the connector kit and you can make Devastator as Devastator. So I thought that was kind of cool. So it requires you to buy something else to connect them all together, but that option is there if you want to build Devastator. They were clever enough to do that. Maybe it's a mix between both. Actually, you know what? That's probably why these arms move. Because if you put these arms down like so, and you put this out, that's how the leg goes for a Devastator. So I bet it's the vehicle ones. Because that's exactly how you would build the foot, turn him into a foot for Devastator. So I bet you need the vehicle one, and then this little, yeah, see there's a joint right there. So this would connect to the next vehicle, or to the leg part that you get in the connector kit. Yeah, so I bet that's what they're doing. You need to get some of the vehicles to do that. Okay. So now these vehicles have added another dimension of cool to me, because that means I might try to get the other 3 and then I could build the Devastator. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. I'm so happy you went on this adventure with me to open these Blokees up. We'll keep it quick and dirty today, and then, yeah, later on I might be on the game channel playing some more Where Winds Meet. We'll see. I'm totally hooked on that game, man. I totally am. I think it's so good. So much fun. There's so much to do once you get through. I mean, I'm not even sure if you have to do the story on it. Like, you might just be able to get into the world and level by just doing other stuff, but you might not even have to play through the story. But I played through the whole story, and now I'm just running around the world doing stuff, and I'm having a lot of fun exploring the world and collecting things and making my character stronger and stuff. So yeah, I'll probably play that a little bit later this afternoon. All right, guys, and that'll be over on the game channel. We'll do it live again, and we'll run around. All right, anything else going on today? Is there anything on Shabby's channel today? I can't remember if that was today or tomorrow. But yeah, all right. All right, guys. We'll talk to you later then, all right? There are 2 pegs behind the canopy that look like they connect to another one. Oh, yeah, those peg things too. You're right. There's 2 pegs here. So maybe it clamps on somehow. Yeah, you're right. So there is something going on there. Yeah. Me too. The builds are familiar to Gundam. I've enjoyed the builds I've done. I will eventually, Muzza says. This has been fun. Cool build. Later, everyone. All right, later, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to you later. And how do we stop being live here? Do we click this? You want to stop streaming? Yeah, end the stream. All right, bye, guys. See you later. Stay awesome.